Yo, what's good, Raider Nation? I got a classic jersey to show. I've showed this jersey numerous times, actually. This is actually a different version of the Mitchell&Ness. First of all, it's what Mighty Fan calls old gold. Second, training camps around the quarter, so what the hell? I'm going to show y'all a jersey today. So, anyways, I've literally had every version of this jersey here. I've had the Made in USA jersey. I've had the current Made in Vietnam jersey. I've had the China run. Now this here is the El Salvador run. Like I said, I've bought it, sold it, bought it, sold it. This is one of those jerseys that you could eventually get back. But this is definitely a must-have in your Raider collection, or if you're a collection of football jerseys in general. Bo Jackson is definitely a must-have. One of the best two-sport athletes to play the game. When he was the running back for the Raiders for a few years, he was just running people over, man. It was just this was before my time, obviously, but you know. I enjoy Raiders history. I enjoy the highlights. And this era is from the Los Angeles Raiders era. So, anyways, he two-sport athlete. He played football and baseball. His time with the Raiders was very short-lived due to a career-ending injury against the Bengals in 1990. In the Coliseum. He said he regrets trying to get that extra yard, but he also said in that interview, everything happens for a reason. Of course, drafted in Auburn. All the baseball teams he played for was the Kansas City Royals, Chicago White Sox, and the California Angels at the time. So, one of the best two-sport athletes to ever play sports. So, without further ado, let's get right into the jersey, shall we? The first things first, this jersey's made of mesh. That's number one. The Raiders at that time wore mesh. And no NFL emblem, as you could see. This jersey was, his rookie year was 1987. The NFL logo didn't appear on jerseys until 1991. Here's the Mitchell&Ness tag, made in El Salvador. As Mighty Fan likes to call this old gold, if I haven't said that already. Size 52. You got 34 single-stitched tackle twill numbers. Same concept on the chest. Nice and silver, that classic Raiders look. There's not really much to say about a Raiders jersey, to be honest with you. It's the player. It's the player and the number behind this jersey. You see names like Upshaw, Marcus Allen, and fucking Jerry Rice, Charles Woodson, and Kenny the Snake Stabler. I could go on, but it's the player behind the jersey. So, then you got the Mitchell&Ness tag, 1987. That's how it's supposed to look. Then we take you to the back of the jersey. You got Jackson, single stitched and tackle twill letters on a name plate. Same concept, the number 34. Yeah, also a shout out to rapper Ice Cube. Representation of LA, you know what I mean? Raiders fan. He said he rocked Bo Jackson jersey simply because his last name, his first name is O'Shea Jackson. Ice Cube's last name is Jackson, so he rocks it for that reason. There's this jersey is a representation of Ice Cube, NWA, whichever you want. Whether you're a Raider fan or fan of hip hop, just a fan of a classic jersey. Here you go. This is definitely one of my favorites in the collection. Like I said, I've bought this and sold this and so many times. This is one of those jerseys you could eventually get back. So, one more look at this classic jersey, So, with that being said, Like I said in the intro, training camp's around the corner, preseason's around the corner. In other words, the football season's almost near. I'm excited. This year, the Raiders should do some damage this year in the league. I know we always say that they always look good on paper, but you know they always let us down. So hopefully this will change. We at least get a playoff win this season. That right there can be you know, huge accomplishment for us as Raider fans. I mean, Super Bowl is pretty much asking too much. You gotta sometimes lower your expectations, especially when it comes to the Raiders. But you know, our time will eventually come. All it takes is patience. So, with that being said, Raider Nation, Jersey community, sports fans, y'all have a good one. Stay safe and stay cool. Later.